Hey, how's it going, guys? It's Shut Door, or Door should have come back to with episode 7 of Tekkit 2, and today we are actually going to be working on an EMC machine. I'm not sure how well this is going to work out, but we're going to try it. So, I was experimenting around with a macerator. Basically, just took a generator, macerator, put it on this side, and it's kind of been processing blaze rods. So, what I'm thinking is quite a simple system. So I'm actually going to take this, right? Just this chest here, not the actual collectors. That's what they were. Had to think about what they were called for a second. Oh. This is deadly. I need to figure something out. I wish I had an elevator. But what we're going to do is we're going to take out this chest, take out this, right? And we're going to change this to an energy condenser, item translocator, push that, and we're going to filter blaze powder, and then get out of this way. Alright. And we'll need another set of translocators. We don't have enough. I have one left, and I need to keep making more. So, translocator. Right. And these are kind of getting expensive because I'm not really that great with materials still. I need to get more, which, you know, will take time. But I'm hoping with this EMC farm, we will have a little bit more to actually use at the end of the day. So we're going to do this and this. We're going to take a singular blaze rod, which I have in my inventory, toss it in here, and we're going to grab these blaze rods. And we're going to set this filter to here. Set the filter to here. Just making sure. We'll toss in this blaze rods, or blaze powder to make blaze rods. And this should be an indefinite cycle. There is no buffer. The only buffer we'll have is this, which is not terrible. So now I need to probably get some overclocker upgrades in this, which is going to take a second. I probably should make just another one of these real quick. Yeah, you can see it is cycling. So, for example, if I throw in... I don't think I actually have anything that's decent EMC value. A few pieces of silver. Nah, let's not even bother. It's working. We're going to be cruising. That's our basic EMC machine for now. We can expand this in the future. I'm going to get some overclocker upgrades, and I think the way I want to do that is grab another condenser, or energy condenser here. So we need a few things. 1, 2, 3. Diamond. I've also been kind of getting more space, by the way, chests and stuff like that, because we kind of have been out of the space with the items here. So I had to put, you know, gold chests, which are kind of expensive. So we're going to definitely need to start getting more resources. That's 100%, I think, our next kind of goal. And even if we, you know, have all of the EMC in the world, we still won't have resources because we still need to convert that EMC into the actual resources. And some of them aren't actually able to be, you know, done that way, which is kind of sad, but that's all right. I think what I want to grab now is a bucket of water. I think we can run outside real quick here. I think everything's lit up pretty good, so it doesn't really matter. But our tree farm is still cruising, by the way. Charcoal is being produced like crazy. And of course we are using it. Oh, nope, I failed at that one. Alright, so the reason I want this is because overclocker upgrades are a pain to craft. And this will just make it easier. Alright, so overclock, right? Overclock upgrades. They require coolant cells, which require a bucket of water and 10. Anything else, maybe the amulet will work, but the bucket of water is the only one that I've seen that actually works. So that's a thing. So let's grab some 10 out of here. And of course these aren't EMCable, so that's another thing. Let's grab our buckets of water. Press C here, and then just do this. And those aren't stackable either. All right, so there's one overclocker upgrade. Probably go for 2, maybe 3. I don't know how much that generator can support. I guess it's about time we figure out how much it can support, right? All right, so 3 of these bad boys, and then we need to get some electronic circuits. Okay. Do I have any refined iron at all? Probably not, so let's just toss in 16 of that, and I'll be right back in a second. Well, this happened. All right, so with that little crash that just happened, it was probably this, because all of the inventory in it, that was quite a bit of stuff, just vanished. So we're going to get rid of that, and of course it did just break, but it was empty. We're going to just use a normal crafting table for now. Not 100% sure why it crashed, but it crashed. And that is no fun. So, let's get crafting these things. I was legitimately trying to craft up some cables, and that happened. So that's not fun, I would have to say. And we'll just avoid that crafting table altogether. Also, I still need to disable the auto sort. Okay, so 3 of those. And of course, these don't stack. All right, we need more cables. And of course, we will get to auto crafting a lot of this stuff. There are automatic crafting tables, we can actually work with, setting recipes and stuff like that. So we could have chests full of cables so we never have to worry about it in that kind of situation. So there's that. Not really going too much faster. We probably need quite a bit more overclocker upgrades for that. Also, we're probably going to get into nuclear power at some point. I'm not 100% sure, in all honesty, because it's just going to take a while to get there. Alright. So that was kind of a quick and simple thing. We could definitely add more overclocker upgrades and stuff like that. But with time, I'm hoping that we can get this, cruising just a little bit quicker. So, I will be back whenever we, kind of have some time pass and see what happens. Okay, so it looks like 3 is actually our maximum. So what I think I want to do is get another generator to power this, I think. Well, actually, you know what? Let's leave it at 3. I have 3 extras. So what I want to do is actually probably just throw 1 in here, 1 in here, let that go just a little bit quicker. Actually, never mind, that is draining so much power. So I guess our next bit of action is to start getting better power. Generators are nice, right? But, of course, we don't really want to use generators. And I don't really know what we want to do about that. I guess we could do the bottler. We talked about that. Of course, we need bronze, which is copper and 10, not aluminum, 10. And we need to macerate this down. So let's grab... Oh, come on. I really don't like the fact that you can't have that empty inventory slot kind of thing. It's weird. I don't know how to explain that. You can't do what I just did right here. You can't do this inside this inventory. It's really a strange thing, but that's all right. All right, let's grab that. Let's actually just pull this out. So we want import, but not export. Okay. I'm going to let this grind up. I think we could probably throw another one of these in here. Okay, so just 3. All right, let me get some 10. Let me get some copper dust. Let me make some bronze. If you don't know bronze's recipe here, it's just 3 copper, 1 tin equals bronze. And that will allow for us to get the bronze casing or sturdy casing in here. We can then get cans, which are just 3 tin. Get the bottler. I don't know how to power this. I guess we might have to just power it like we are with that. With the... whatever this is called, LV generator, I believe, which will be fine. So I'm gonna get that, and then I'll be right back. Alrighty, so let's get on to making a bottler or two. So one of the things we have to realize with this is the newer power generation. I'm not 100% sure if it's medium voltage or low voltage. If it is medium voltage and we feed a machine that is low voltage, it will blow up. I'm not sure if that means the machine will just kind of disappear or if it'll affect a range or an area, because it is a different version of IC2. So we got to keep that in mind as well. So we're going to grab everything we need here. All right, so we got a bottler. So the reason we want the bottler is to throw, let's see, a bucket of lava, which I don't actually know if I have a bucket of lava anymore. I have a bucket of water. So we want to take basically a bucket of lava, put it in here, and have that put lava into here. Okay? And I'm not 100% sure if we're able to export out of this. That's another thing that I'm not sure of. So if we grab a fluid translocator. Okay. So the fluid translocator is this thing. No, this one, liquid. Let's grab some materials here. What am I missing? Redstone, iron, these. Lapis, that's what I was looking for. And then we need blocks, this. Let's grab some more planks. And then a stack of cobble. Okay. So let's grab a piston. Let's grab some liquid translocators here. And what we want to figure out is if we can transfer any kind of fluid. That'll work, right? Any kind of fluid. So let's just grab water for a second here. Into any kind of tank. Just for right now. Do we have any tanks? I thought I made a tank a little bit ago. But if I didn't, we can just make a simple Galactic Craft tank and see if that'll do what we need to do for right now. So fluid tank. Alright, and then let's just throw this here. Break this block for a second. Okay, so we can transfer fluids out of this. Can confirm. Awesome, perfect. Now, the way I want to do this is kind of going to be a bit interesting, right? This is where Project E is going to kind of be very, very useful for us. But we also will need a little bit of help from a collector to be able to accomplish this. So I've actually carved out an area downstairs, and this is kind of where we're going to run our power system for now. And I want to have a few of these, all right? So I want to have more than one bottler, but for now we're going to have multiple, or for now we're going to have a singular bottler, and then later down the line we're going to get multiple. So how are we going to do this? Well, I think we want our power to come out here. No, not here. It's on the other side. So right over here. We're going to run a cable just through this pillar basically to up there. And so that means we need to figure out how we want to run these bottlers. So let's just carve out this wall real quick here. All right. So for the bottler, we'll need an energy collector or condenser and a collector. So I'm actually going to take this out, convert these into ender pearls. We can get one ender pearl. Oh, come on. There we go. All right. And we're just going to break this, and then break the glowstone, which we actually got all four, which is good. All right. So we will then come down to here, and we will need a translocator. So I think we'll have like an area like this. All right, so let's throw our collector here. Okay, mark one collector, glowstone block, and our condenser here. Ooh, how do I want to do this? I'm thinking condenser here, actually. We'll need some more translocators. It looks like we'll need some gold. And of course, this is going to be kind of like a temporary kind of solution until we can figure out if it's actually good to keep, right? I want to make sure we're actually doing something that's good. And we need this gold to be processed. So I'm going to take this iron out. Let that gold get processed. And the reason I'm doing this as well, as of right now, is also because we don't have enough to do more than one overclocker in each one of these machines. Because the way the power system works, apparently, is instead of kind of round robining, the power goes from here to here to here. And if you have two overclockers in here, it takes all the power, and you cannot put any more overclockers or anything in here. So having two in here breaks this whole system. So we need to kind of have a better power system that can supply a lot more power. All right, so let's see here. So translocator, let's grab those. Alrighty. So we'll go all the way down. And of course, we'll need a lava bucket. Let me grab a lava bucket real quick. Actually, what I can do, which I kind of keep forgetting about, is grab this. Just plop it down. There we go. Alright, so now we got the lava bucket. We'll toss that in here, and we'll just toss this empty bucket in here to get a single bucket of lava. And we're going to filter out of this 1 bucket of lava. Ooh, how is that going to work? Because we actually need this to transfer between, we need this to transfer twice. So let's actually stop this. So let's actually grab this bucket of lava. And what we need to do is actually figure out a better placement. Alright, so we'll grab our 4 glowstone. And I think if we place this here with glowstone above, and we put the energy condenser here with the bottler here. See, but then we have the problem of transfer. Or no, fluids can transfer right here. Okay, so liquid, and then our generator will be up here, you know, where this actually should end up. And then the item translocators will put a lava bucket filter here, lava bucket filter here, push this in, put lava. Okay, and then of course we'll need another set of these translocators. These are going to get expensive. At this point, I'm not really too concerned about it. I wish they had an EMC value, but I think it's been disabled. So we'll place that here, and we will then need an empty lava bucket, so let's just put that there. Right? And then we'll say lava buckets, yeah, bucket, normal bucket in here, bucket in here, and then do a smackaroonie in the middle of this if I can. There we go. And of course we don't have any stones, so we'll just place cobblestone for now. And that should be the system. Okay, there we go. Lava bucket gets emptied, lava bucket gets emptied, and it's basically a continuous cycle. So we really don't need more than 1 condenser, because it's kind of just always working. You can see that we kind of ran out there. So the collector is the one thing that's going to keep this going, because you can see it kind of gets like 600. I think the bucket. How much is a bucket? Because you do lose EMC every time, right? So 768. Well, this is 832. So you've got about 100 or less than 100 to actually make up there. So this is going to work and everything. So that's awesome. Let's get this thing filled up here. Okay. So now what we need to grab is a thermal, or it's a generator. Industrial. And then generator. Okay. So we want a geothermal generator. And of course, whenever you break this machine, you do need a wrench, which is 5 bronze and a crafting table. So just keep that in mind. You do need this. It will break and only provide you a generator or just a machine block. I'm not 100% sure. I can't fully recall. But, you know, just be careful. Same thing with the macerator. It will drop a machine block when it is broken by a pickaxe and not a wrench. So that is one thing I like about IC2, is it's kind of punishing you whenever you don't use the proper tooling. And that is just an interesting thing I've always loved. And I'm glad it was kept in this version as well. Or in this kind of like port, I guess. Not really version, because it's a different mod author and all that jazz. Alright, so geothermal generator. The way we're going to do this is just place this here. Go down, place this, do that. And it does work. That's a good thing, because I honestly didn't know if it would work. But we are producing power. And then the way we're going to route power is kind of just on the top, I would assume. Okay, so let's go grab... Let's see, here's the problem now, is I don't know how much this produces. So I'm not sure if I need gold or if I need some sort of other cable. Well, I guess we could just do gold and get an LV transformer for this up top here. Alright, so I believe the way these work is you just do this and then grab some rubber. You get 2x insulated. Right? And then you would just run these along the top. Okay, and then I want to have an LV transformer here, so that way we can actually get power to the macerators and all that stuff upstairs. Extra power, I guess. So we kind of are going to place copper cables. All right, so LV transformer. So that doesn't look too complicated. I just hope that this actually works like I'm expecting and doesn't just go blow up in my face. That's my biggest concern right now. All right, so copper. All right. And we'll go downstairs here all the way. I think that'll work. Okay, so I think that was the direction we need. So nothing's going boom yet. But we'll connect this up and see. Up one more. I really need to get an elevator. I miss elevators. Alright. So let's then... Actually, no, it's all connected, isn't it? Everything should be working. Okay, so if I, for example, were to take this off and take out the charcoal, and I could just wrench this up, this all should still be operating. No. Okay, so that means I have placed the LV transformer incorrectly, maybe? Maybe. Let's go up and check. No, it's still not functioning. All right, let's make sure we placed all the copper by just getting rid of it and then replacing it. Okay, so that is not working. I mean, it's drained all of its power. So maybe it's not even that great of a power source. Is that my next assumption? I'm not 100% sure. Or is there just too much energy loss from point A to point B? You know what, let's try one thing here. Let's get rid of all the cabling. Just for a second here. I want to try to see about what'll happen if we actually connect gold cables to all this. We actually need gold, which I think is up here still. So I don't remember if I have enough. Oh, I do have enough. All right, let's grab a decent chunk of this. All right, let's grab some more rubber. Alrighty, so I'm not 100% sure what's happening with this, but I put a battery box on top of the geothermal generator, and I have run an LV transformer. Not 100% sure if this is required. Of course, this is not really 100% based off the original, of course, because some things have changed. So I'm just kind of going off what I have, and what I have is no clue. Okay. So we've connected that. Everything seems to be working. I don't know why the bat box is required. I'm not 100% certain. But it looks like it's working. Looks like we're able to actually get rid of the LV transformer with no problem, hopefully. Yeah, okay, so it is a low voltage generator. And we're, stable on power. So let's grab some overclockers and see what happens here. So if I look for overclockers, there's 2 of them. This should allow for me to put 2 overclockers in here and get a better percentage. No, okay. So we need more generators. That's what I'm seeing. That's fine. Alrighty, so I quickly went ahead and made some glass fiber cable. And basically, this is the kind of top tier version. I should have used silver. I just accidentally made this with redstone. But they're the top tier version of the cables from Industrial Craft. Completely forgot the name for a second. And they will allow for no loss of power, very little loss of power over a distance. So we're going to get these placed down here if I have enough. So that way we can actually get just a better amount of power out of our geothermal generators here. And I'm hoping I have enough of these because these are expensive as can be. And there's no Project E EMC value for these either. So at least I don't think. Yeah, there's not. We don't want them really connecting here. We just want to run them all. I'll just take out this block here real quick. Alright, so we're going to just do cable, cable, cable. I think we're going to run out right as we get up here, aren't we? Yes. So let's actually grab some silver. And then... Oh, dang it. See, I just did it too. I was trying to do that. There we go. So we should have enough now. Nope. Alright, there we go. So let's see. Because I was trying to do overclocking for these. And I think we should now have enough power provided so that we should not have any defecation of power. So now we should have no decrease of power with the overclocks we have in here. everything should be good. So basically just have 3 bat boxes and 3 geothermal generators, and we're cruising. This is a very kind of simplified system. I've had to do some workaround with the actual buckets because, of course, translocators only work with 1 block. So we have the energy condenser and collector, a chest full of lava buckets sending out every 20 or so seconds to the bottlers. And we could probably speed this up a little because I just added that last one, this one here. So let's just make sure we got enough buckets. It can hold 2 because it holds 1 in this slot, 1 in this slot, and this can hold up to 16. So that is a good thing. And we got hoppers at the bottom. I removed the translocators just here. That was here. And put a chest here, a translocator, just to make that a lot more simple. And of course, I'm using the forge micro blocks to prevent access into the geothermal generator and energy condenser and all of that jazz. So it's a very simple system, but it's working. We're definitely getting a lot more power than what we were. Hopefully we can use this for a lot more. There's also a thing we could have crafted called an EU reader, which I don't think I actually have enough stuff to make. We could really quickly craft this to see how much power we're outputting. Right there. Let's quickly just get this going, because we'll use it in the future anyway. Alright, so what we'll do is we'll go downstairs real quick, and we can click on this cable. 13 in, 13 out. Okay, so it looks like it is producing exactly enough. So we're not really needing this much power. That's fine. But we're going to wrap up the episode. Also, I'm sorry if it seems like I'm a little scatterbrained this episode and messing up a lot of words. I don't know. I'm just a bit tired, apparently. And words are difficult. But with that, I'll see you guys in the next episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. Stay awesome. Bye-bye.